The healthy Lions.
See what he does this time. Love from the pocket to the end zone, and Kraft has it for a Green Bay touchdown.
So we have two safeties wide. Go to the middle. And right here, you'll see you're going to go ahead and get right up inside there. And what a throw by Jordan Love. And Kraft.
Dobbs would be a guy they expect would come up big in this game, and he has so far. Here he is throwing to the end zone. He's got a touchdown pass to Jaden Reed. Packers on the board again.
Wicks is right here. He's going to set a pick, and you're going to see Reed come right outside. You know it's man-to-man, so all you got to do is make Arnold bubble around and take the wrong angle. And then it's an easy pitch and catch. And that is literally set up by Matt LaFleur.
Back to Jacobs. Back to extending the record. Now 9 consecutive games with a touchdown. Josh Jacobs.
You waited
For something that's about, you got to be 2 plays ahead, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, you and Ben Johnson were the best at it last year, and right now, Matt LaFleur and Josh Jacobs are doing it today.
Jacobs is the running back on a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Off the fake, pass caught, touchdown, Green Bay, Romeo Dobbs.
Now look at this formation to the left. And with a back, they're just assuming it's a run. Watch the linebacker come up, and because of that, now you've got a one-on-one matchup. Great release at the line of scrimmage. A balanced offense.
Give it to him again, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Packers. From the 8 to the outside, wide open, touchdown, Tucker Kraft. The 4th, 24-10, home team.
Coach Schwartz was ramping his guys up. They do not get a touchdown here.
Play action. Love on the roll. The pump. Pressure comes. He finds his open man, and it's a touchdown. John Fitzpatrick's first NFL touchdown.
Love looking quick towards Romeo Dobbs. Held on. Touchdown, Green Bay. Working on Jerome Bland. Dobbs and the Packers find the end zone.
Just a great release move at the line of scrimmage. Watch this little double shimmy shake and out. And once you get that rebound position, nothing Bland could do. Terrific opening drive by the Green Bay Packers, who were not in a good mood after the thumping they took.
1st and goal for Green Bay. And Love slant. Dobbs touchdown. Romeo's 2 for the 2nd time tonight.
Green Bay Packers wideouts have some of the best moves off the line of scrimmage you will ever see. Remember the move to the fade to the back of the end zone? Come right back the next time with the slant.
3rd and goal. Jacobs walks it into the end zone for the Green Bay touchdown. Down, Jacobs bounces to the outside, cuts it up inside. Terrific finish on the touchdown run by Josh Jacobs.
I tell you, it's fun to watch. Ezraku's over here, and you're going to see him try and cut this play off, and just got blocked all the way down. Luke Musgrave doesn't always have the catches that a Tucker Kraft has. But, man, sometimes in the biggest moments, it's the blocks.
Kraft so big down here. Flip sides. Cowboys bringing 4. Love throwing end zone. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs again! It's the hat trick for Dobbs. And the Packers Packers take the lead.
Call right here. You've got trips over here, so this safety is going to cheat here, which means you've got one-on-one with a lot of space in the middle of the field on the backside. And that's about as easy a pitch and catch in that situation as you can get. But just remember, so much of this game is about formations. You saw the late motion. They know how to open up those parts of the field. And for Matt LaFleur, that was really, really well done.
For Jordan Love, a 3-touchdown, no interception night, all 3.
He's got a catch and run by Jacobs. And Jacobs here, crawling in, touchdown. Some terrific blocking. Morgan and others opening the door, and then Jacobs doing it himself. And Green Bay is on the board with their first touchdown today and up 9-zip.
Watch after he snaps the ball, he gets up to the next level and is able to get that block. Getting Jacobs into the end zone.
And on his former teammate, T.J. Slayton, who's now a Bengal, a one-time Green Bay. Jacobs, an 11-yard run. It's 2nd down, 7. And Jacobs, oh, look it, right down the middle. Touchdown for the 2nd time today. Josh Jacobs, a Green Bay rushing touchdown. 14 yards.
It's just a kick out here. You're going to get this seal here. Linebacker comes up. They're able to seal all of this, and he's just going to run right through the middle. Incredible job up front of blocking. Look at that hole. No contact until he's inside the...
Trent mentioned catching and rushing. 1st and 10. Fake to Jacobs. It's off to the tight end. Kraft galloping inside. Touchdown.
Fake by Jordan Love, and then the block by Kraft, and then going out to the flat. What looks like it's going to just be a run play, and Kraft.
One of their top defensive players. 1st and goal from the 7. Inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Josh Jacobs.
About how valuable this running back Josh Jacobs is to the Green Bay Packers offense. Just look how he runs away from that entire Cardinals defense who have been playing real.
Jacobs shifts to the right side of Love, who fakes the handoff to Jacobs and now throws, and it's taken in for a touchdown by Kraft.
Matt LaFleur calling this place. Look at how deep Josh Jacobs goes, and it looks like he has a ball. That is so tough for linebackers. It messes with your eyes because you...
Hands it off to Jacobs, and he is in for a Packers touchdown, his 2nd today.
And then Josh Jacobs, he has to make one guy miss. Just watch. Oh, one guy there, and then running in for a touchdown. He's been doing that since his Raiders days. The 2nd effort, driving the linebacker into the end zone with him, makes the first guy miss. That's why they couldn't wait to have him. They bring him in last year.
But so far, it really hasn't worked out that way.
From the 16 to Kraft, the tight end with blocking. Kraft inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown. Tucker, Kraft. It's not just tight end's day. Extended to the night. Packers take the lead.
Watch him come up here, and you'll see Love have to drop down his arm angle to sort of throw it under and around Watt. And then there it was, Tucker Kraft. The run after catch, he is making a big name for himself.
Savion Williams has got it. Williams getting the blocking to the pylon. Savion in for the touchdown.
Basically, this is just going to be a sweep. You're going to have the guys coming across the formation. All these guys are going to come out here and get the outside edge block. Williams right into the end zone.
So is that the new Green Bay sweep?
I don't give it up on that one.
On the Packers record. 2nd and goal. Jacobs trying to bounce to the outside. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Touchdown. Green Bay takes the lead.
Watch out here. You've got the wide receiver, Christian Watson, who has been playing tremendous. His first game back from that knee injury, and there he does it with a block. That was outstanding. And you could tell that Josh Jacobs saw it right away, and then we've seen Josh Jacobs.
In motion to the left side, wide open. Great play design. Romeo Doubs adds the deuce. Pressure coming. He picked it up. Inside. Kraft's got it. At the 10. Kraft running away to the end zone. He has 2 touchdowns.
I do this.
This is just tremendous. This looks like a scat back running this little return route back inside. And once he has caught the ball tonight, he has done what he has done all season long.
Handoff, Jacobs, he's in, and it's a 1-point game. Now, wait a second, did that ball come out before he broke the plane? Christian Roseboom came flying in. Panthers are claiming they have the ball. It looked like Jacobs was right at the goal line.
So I would say, as they look at this in New York, I think it's a touchdown.
And assuming that it stands as a touchdown or becomes a touchdown, now it's a 1-point game, and now it's an even bigger decision for Matt LaFleur.
All right, so here's the conversation. That's right now what Matt LaFleur is trying to deal with.
Ruling his touchdown.
But in a normal situation, the reason you would want to kick the extra point here is with 2 minutes to go.
This impacts a lot, whether or not they're able to get a touchdown or if they have to try to settle for 3. Jacobs bends it back and fights his way for the touchdown. Wow. It's just great tough running by Josh Jacobs.
Bird down again. Willis holds on. Willis rolls and throws, and it's snatched for the touchdown by Watson. First of the season for Watson, back from the knee injury and back in the end zone for the Pack.
Catch, and for Malik Willis to find this guy as Burns is bearing down on him and just gets blasted. My goodness. How did he even see him? He's the third read, dragging across the back line. He went flat to corner and then ripped it to Christian Watson there. As Brian Burns was bearing down on him. I tell you what, that was a heck.
10th play of the drive out of a run formation. And Wilson slips through and scores to give Green Bay the lead. His first touchdown of the season.
Just watch the interior of this offensive line. This is what they wanted to do coming into this game, was reestablish their physical.
Love, drop back, wide open man, it's the tight end Josh Wiley. His second game with the Packers, and he's got the touchdown to give them the lead. Signed after the Tucker Kraft injury, the former Tennessee Titan. Love on a high snap. Floats it. Watson up top. It is caught! Touchdown Packers! Green Bay's got the lead!
Tough snap. Jordan Love is able to handle that. He's throwing to the field. He likes his matchup with Christian Watson, but especially throwing into that corner. I mean, that's basically dead in the teeth of the wind. He cuts it right through the wind. He loves it. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, you probably go for it for 2 regardless of the wind conditions today here to try to go up a touchdown and a point after. Love dancing, floating in, and it is held on to by Wilson.
Emmanuel Wilson, who got his first touchdown of the season last week. Straight ahead, got hit at the line, kept on turning and got in. Green Bay in the end zone on their first drive of the day.
6 red zone opportunities, but take a look here. Cashman's unblocked, and Wilson just runs him over at the goal line. They used to tell backs, hey, sometimes at the goal line, you have to be your own blocker. We're not going to get them all accounted for. And
319 set. Wilson again reaches for the goal line. Packers make them pay. Second touchdown for Emmanuel Wilson. And it's a 2-score lead for Green Bay. Oh, the Vikings have made a critical special teams error.
Yeah, take a look here. You see Wilson, he's laying on top of Isaiah Rodgers, number 2.
Love looking, floating for the corner. Wicks, he is. Is he in? Waiting for the signal. Yes, he's in. Touchdown, Packers. Dean Blandino, you agree with us here?
I do. The key is, when does Wicks get control of the ball? And to me,
like, his foot
if
is
he
down
has
there.
control, that first foot is the right foot.
The touchdown has been confirmed.
Then the left foot is the second foot. So that's what they're ruling there for a touchdown.
Even if that ball switches hands, Dean, like it did from the image.
Here's Love, looking corner, throwing that way. It is caught by Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Packers.
With Dobbs and Watson, so these corners have to figure out, how are we going to handle this? That hand combination by Detroit is, we're going to combo it. The first one outside, and Reed's just late on the break. So a very good play call. That little strategy of stacking the receivers creates a little indecision.
Love loads up, going deep. Christian Watson down there. He's got it! Touchdown, Packers!
What a concept. Watson one-on-one on Robertson, the out and then the up. And that ball's just in the air such a long time. Love puts everything into it. We call that a 3-ball, which is a moon ball. And that's where it came down from. Watson tracks it. Could spring someone wide open.
On the fake, Love throwing it. Wicks makes the catch. Lunging. He's in. Number 2 for Wicks, and another one for Green Bay.
Great job. Diagnosing man coverage. Again, they used the stacked receivers on an earlier touchdown. This was a bunch formation, which is a 3-man stack. It requires even more communication. Arnold trying to make the play, but when you're down inside the 2-yard line, you just see that slight little hesitation in, then out gets him the leverage that he needs.
What's coming? Love has time. Floats one. Watson down there. No! Touchdown, Packers.
That Dennis Hausen play, you see all these bodies at the line of scrimmage. They choose to bring them all. That allows a one-on-one matchup with a receiver on a safety, Watson on Byard. Not a great matchup for Byard. You see Watson's speed.
Matthew Golden checks in at wide receiver. He's missed the last 3 games. The speedy rookie, Love, loading up, going deep, down the field, has a man, it's caught! Touchdown, Bo Melton and the Pack.
And here's Melton in the slot. It's a kind of a variation of cover 2, but there's nobody on the back half of the field.
Here they line everybody at the line but one. Love on a play fake. Quick throw. Watson with the speed. Uh-oh! Christian Watson in a foot race, and he's going to win it. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And then Christian Watson on Gardner Johnson on the slant. And that's just the open space. You put all those bodies at the line of scrimmage like the Bears defense did.
3rd and goal. It is Jacobs plowing up the middle. Josh Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
McLeod is the unblocked player on the top of the screen, and it's McLeod, not a big corner, very physical, going up against.
Could be a screen right here. I might run something fast.
Love looking downfield, lofting to the end zone. It's Jacobs with the catch. Oh my goodness, what a grab by the running back with Greenlaw in coverage, and the Packers have found the end zone for the first time today.
but this is not a wide receiver. This is a running back. 1, 2. That is a touchdown. Jacobs showing off.
Yeah.
With some Randy Moss hands right here. Wow.
I don't know if you remember, but he couldn't get a touchdown reception.
Remember? Yeah,
anything.
exactly.
For years. That streak ended not too long ago, but man, that looked like a play that you would expect to see from Reed or Watson.
I don't think that was pass interference.
Meanwhile, Jacobs, no one near him, taken off. Jacobs to the end zone for his longest touchdown run of the season.
I want you to watch right here. Singleton, there's a huge gap in this area. You've got to move over here. You cannot go that way because now all of a sudden you leave this entire area and Jacobs will finish. What a...
3rd and 2. Bears rush 4. Willis floats one deep. He's got Dobbs. He's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Stacked receivers, Reed and Dobbs, a switch release. Gardner Johnson gets caught in the tailpipe. And then Willis drops a dime over the top of Dobbs.
Taunting. Green Bay number 11, that's his first taunt towards disqualification. That penalty will be enforced on the try down.
Wow, what a throw by Willis. Jaden Reed just taunting a little bit at the sideline, but let's talk about this throw. I like talking about that more. Willis coming off the bench in the second quarter, on the road.
And now back-to-back penalties makes it 1st down and 20 from the 39. Willis, another dart, another catch. It's Watson for the touchdown. Willis, 2 strikes, and right back at you. Green Bay has life at home.
Here he is right here. These safeties are going to split. That means the middle of the field is open, but watch Hamilton. He kind of slows down, and Willis throws it right past his ear.
Already 6 different receivers for Malik Willis, who's 8 for 8 for 133 yards and a touchdown. And he'll keep it here, running himself with space to move. Touchdown! Malik gets shifty, and the Packers are within a score.
Tight end number 81. Watch him get a nice block on the edge, and then the ball fake by Willis. Puts it in there, rides it, and at the last minute pulls it out. That fooled Marlon Humphrey, who gave up the leverage on the outside, but the block.
But he still has his wide receiver background and sets him up 1st down and 10 from the 11. Willis pulls, Willis runs, Willis scores! Touchdown, Green Bay!
Formation. You've got a couple blockers out here for Green Bay, but watch the fake. Fake is going to hold the defense. Eyes are on the back. Eyes are in the backfield. And the speed of Willis, Van Noy goes with the fake, and he's just too quick getting to the edge. Nate Wiggins kind of got frozen out there. Watch number 2, Wiggins. He doesn't even get blocked, but his eyes are drifting inside, and he can't get back out to make a play.
So Willis does his job with his 2nd rushing touchdown tonight. His 1st career multi-touchdown game and his 4th career.
3rd and 2. Fake it to him. Rolling. Throwing. Caught! And does he get into the end zone? He does. Christian Watson crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
Watch them work from the right to the left. It looks like an outside stretch play, and instead they come back the other way. And Watson, with that speed, able to get to the corner, outflank McLeod, and an easy throw that time for Jordan Love for the touchdown. Good call by Matt LaFleur.
They go 9 plays, 85 yards. Nice balance, 4 runs, 5 passes. In the pocket. Open. Caught. Reed. Touchdown. Jaden Reed from 18 yards out.
Christian Watson take 2 defenders with him. Takes 26 and 31 downfield. It creates an opening for 11 and a mismatch against the linebacker Edmonds. So Watson won't get recognized except for you and I talking about it here. But by him taking those 2 defenders.
Three receivers to the left. Love looked that way. Jacobs the back. Love throwing. Open, caught. Dobbs for the score.
To Matt LaFleur coming up with a good plan right here. He basically has a bunch formation. You can see two defenders in the back end of Chicago's secondary confused. See him pointing, 26. He kind of gets caught up on the wrong guy. It leaves Dobbs all alone out there in the flat.
From the 23, pass to the outside. Finding room here. Golden is inside the 10, and Golden will go into the end zone for the touchdown. So Matthew Golden, their number one pick, who did not have a single touchdown during the regular season, picks an opportune time for number one.
Finally gets a chance, and here it is. Took him to come out of the backfield with motion. Nobody responds. They blitz from the interior. See the slot there. Gordon blitzes. But how about Golden's effort? Good blocks. Good job by Watson. But that is a heck of an individual.